Hello. Connor here. And we're starting Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. Oh my. I know. That's not ideal. Not the most ideal scenario for sure. Get off. Why is it 400, mate? At least we got some good music. That's not good. No, we're beaming for sure. We just need to get past this little speed bump. At least we get it for a year as well. And what would we do without it? Couldn't even make the video today. Have to shut down probably. Look at the wall. Look out the window if you want. Never mind. Can't reach the window. Alright. We got it, lads. Gee whiz. It's all so new. We're definitely not going to finish it today, by the way. Because, yeah, we'll probably be on for like an hour or two. But we're just going to start it, because once you start it, then the project's begun. And there's no going back. I might need to turn this down now. And then we need recording. And it's an hour-long recording. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, it might be a couple days that we're working through. Hello, it's Connor here for our first book analysis. Yeah, we're gonna stare at a lot of walls. There's gonna be a lot of talking. But I promise you, this is some insightful knowledge about all sorts of stuff. This one was a little unorganized, but we spent the last 2 days organizing it, and it's Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, which has very good, insightful. We'll make it as fast as possible because it's an hour long, which means we need to snip it pretty hard. Stoic philosophies is very much about, if we get to half an hour, that'd be crazy. Good, insightful Stoic philosophies is very much about, I guess, contemplation on death for a more purposeful life, about the mind, about how to pursue life and realize it for what it is. Very entertaining book, probably a hard book to do the first analysis on. And just keep it talking. Analysis on. We don't fully know how we'll do this analysis, but yeah, we've got notes and we're going to talk about them. So here we go. Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. So today we'll be talking about who needs notes and who needs to think about, who needs a script. You just need to talk. Talking about the key concepts of today from the Marcus Aurelius book called Meditations. Today we'll be talking about the key concepts of today from the Marcus Aurelius book called Meditations. We have yeah, it's good. Good footage to get rid of. There will be a few curse words in here as well. Reason being is there was like one of those tree grinders and it just pulled up outside the window, starts grinding trees mid-recording. I'm like, holy, the recording for like 40 minutes. It's like, gee whiz. The key concepts of today, we have mind. Mind is learning. Jesus, fuck's sake. Sake, cunt. Oh shit. That's not good. Yeah, we did. Here we go. So maybe we weren't. We were definitely happy, in a happy state, but like, yeah, you can still be happy, angry, you know. Today we'll be talking about the key concepts of today. We have mind. We just analysis on. We don't fully know how we'll do this analysis, but yeah, we've got notes and we're going to talk about them. So here we go. So today we'll be talking about the key concepts of today. We have mind. The key concepts of today. We have mind. Mind essentially learning how to control your mind or learning that you have authority over your mind in all situations, and that perception is key to how you navigate life. You have control over mind, and confidence founded on understanding. We might need to reorder it later as well. See what happens. It's good, we've gotten rid of a whole minute on understanding. And then we've watched a minute, so that's good. Nature, which is a key concept in meditations, essentially talking about the nature of reality and following in accordance. We should definitely go hard and make little animations for these ones. That'll be good as. With the logos, which stems to following in accordance with nature. So that's if you want to take a while. Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, we'll definitely be doing some sort of stuff. Nature. So understanding the nature of reality, the nature of change, and how to wait for Pippa to get under the bed. After she's just yapping her head off. Change, and how to navigate from this realized understanding rather than, I guess, the preconceived ideas we've been built upon throughout our lives. Nice. We're not gonna yap about it as much and keep pausing and stuff. We're just gonna edit for now because it's a long edit. And this has change and unconsciousness and the logos. Then we have and the logos. The logos, the nature of all things, man. The divine. Then we have death and mortality, essentially being about contemplation on death. And how when we realize death, we can pursue a more meaningful life and have a deeper understanding of it. Or not fall into the petty habits. How the things in life do not mean as much as we amplify them up to be when we have this contemplation and realization of death at the end of it. You have acceptance of death. We have contemplation contemplate death for life, and accept end of it. You have acceptance of death. We have contemplation. Don't think we need that. We have contemplation. Contemplate death for life, and acceptance of death. And then we have dealing with people, which is essentially how we deal with people which may not align with our own beliefs for one, and how to treat people kindly and with patience, given kindness and patience. Patience is heavily emphasized in the book. We're all navigating this world together. A lot of us are unconscious to what's going on. All of us are pretty much unconscious to what's going on. And it's just to treat them with patience and see them as people, you know? And that we have realization and judgment. It's a very big emphasis on non-judgment, or judgment to the right degree. Judgment to the right degree, yeah. Judgment would lead to anxiety. Judgment of others, judgment of self. The right degree. So we will be going through quotes that we have taken away in each. That we have taken away in each of these sections, and we will elaborate on what they mean. Meditations is derived by philosopher King Marcus. In a quick overview, so meditations is derived from the reset there. On what they mean. So meditations is derived from the philosopher King Marcus Aurelius. And stems heavily towards Stoic philosophy as a guiding principle in navigating life. It is aimed at following in accordance to the nature of all things, that at its universal core, the Logos, is to see and align yourself with reality for what it truly is. It is to understand thought as before you, to contemplate our lives for what it truly means to be mortal, how to navigate from calmness and ease when observing the environment before you. It is to align yourself with life, the expanse and decomposing of all things, a continual cycle of energy recycling across the universe. Nice. Mind. Marcus Aurelius Mind. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes depiction of mind and deriving well-being from a place where your perceptions determine your well-being, not the external environment. Definitely need to be turning all of this up as well. Fork. Can we change all their volume at once? Gee whiz. Just have to go through it. It's not too much. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a quick drink. Give me 1 second. We're back. Yeah, what are we up to? Yes. Mind. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes depiction of mind and deriving well-being from a place. Get rid of as much as we can. Oh shit. How do we link them? We're lost once again. Okay, what happens if we group two things? I want to group the whole thing. Yeah. Oh. Okay, back to it. Oh, that's where we grouped it. We need to link it. He's doing my head in. Oh my god. link selection? Where's link selection? Link selection. Oops. So if I cut here now, please, what's going on? You have to cut both, mate. Salvage trip. And deriving well-being from a place where your perception of your well-being determine your well-being. Your perceptions determine your well-being, not the external environment. Nothing can cause you pain but your own perceptions. Nothing can do you harm unless you allow yourself to be harmed. As all follows in accordance with nature, and our mind is the only thing which places exaggeration, emphasis, and alters our outlook, and our mind is the only thing which place and our mind nothing can do you harm unless you allow yourself to be harmed. As all follows in accordance with nature, and our mind is the only thing which places in accordance with nature. Our outlook, and our mind is the only thing which places in nature, and our mind is the only thing placing exaggeration, emphasis, and altered outlooks to our perception of the world before us, being the root cause for our downfall. When it comes to mind, oh shit, I didn't realize the mic was still muted. It's talking about books. So my great effort to have to do these analyses, like a lot of reading, and then Marcus Aurelius learning about the book and everything, and writing about it, and reading about it, and making a video. But Aurelius allows the knowledge, allows the stuff to stick to you. States that we have control over mind. When it comes to mind, so Marcus Aurelius states that we have control over mind. So Marcus Aurelius states that we have control over mind, and it's our perceptions which determine our reality, or more so our perceptions which alter our reality. He states that life runs the same. It all runs the same for everyone, but it's our perceptions which alter it and determine our own reality, which comes from mind. Which comes from mind. So if you can alter perceptions which alter it and determine our own reality, which comes from mind. So if you can alter perception, you can alter mind, you can alter outlook and how you perception determines outlook on life to an extent. The mind, you can alter outlook and how you react to things within life. His key messages are control over mind, your ability to control your mind, treat it with respect, and choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Stating that the harm we or not and you haven't been. Stating that the harm we participate in life, exaggerating the fact that the harm we succumb to in life is derived from our mind and perceptions. If your perception allows you to be harmed, say in the face of insult, if your perception allows you to be harmed, then you allow yourself to be harmed. If your perception remains unharmed, if your being remains unharmed by the effects of the external environment, then we have not been harmed. We do not feel harm in any sense. He states, "Nothing that goes on in anyone else's mind can harm you, nor can the shifts and changes in the world around you. Then where is harm to be found? In your capacity to see harm. Be found in your capacity to see it." Again, that's a good one. Stating that harm is derived from mind. The times we feel harm, the times we suffer, it is within our capacity to see that suffering and to indulge in it. Or partake in it. There is deep sufferings, loss of loved ones. There is deep pain, innate pain, loss of love. There is deep pain, innate pain, loss of loved ones, and all sorts of stuff like that. And pain is usually innate. Or suffering is amplified in mind. But suffering is when we grab the pain and we amplify it in mind. And a lot of people can get used to deriving pain from small things or deriving suffering from small things. We wake up tired in the morning, then we delve into it. How it's going to be a bad day, and then we suffer for it. It all comes from mind. And then we suffer for it. It all comes from mind. Marcus says, if your well-being matters to you, be your own savior while you can. So keep this refuge in mind. The back says, keep this refuge. So keep this refuge in mind, the back road to yourself. Above all, no strain and no stress. Remember two things. One, that things have no hold on the soul. That things have no hold on the soul. They stand there unmoving outside it. Disturbances comes only from within your own perception. That everything you see comes that everything you see is perception. That everything you see, and two is that everything you see, and two, that everything you see will soon alter. Comes only from within your own perception. That everything you see, and two, that everything you see will soon alter and cease to exist. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. It is coming back to the fundamentals of life being change. It is always flowing. It's always flowing. Everything and everyone in life is in constant flux, and life and when we cling on to things, is in constant flux. And when we cling on to things to be a certain way, or to pan out in a certain light, then we give allowance to suffering to come in. Because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way things are that allows us to suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of life, of change, that knowledge of life. Oh mate. I do not like the look of that. Every time that happens, the whole file starts corrupting. Export a mini project. Suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of life. We have changed, that not everyone is going to be with us forever, not everything is going to go as you will. Not everything is going to go. That's not good. I have to export this little part, because if that whole file corrupts, then I at least want what we've already edited. I don't know why stuff just wants to corrupt so much. Maybe we need to look into it a little bit more. Hello! It can come from a range of different strategies, and yeah, talk about it all you want, ask questions, anything. Then they're unmoving outside it. Disturbances comes only from within your own perception. That everything you see, and two, that everything you see will soon alter and cease to exist. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only. Here's where it should be. We're just checking if it's on the. It is coming back to the fundamentals of life being change. It is always flowing. Everything and everyone in life is in constant flux, and life or partake in it. There is okay, so plus 45 seconds. Disturbances comes only from within your own perception. That everything you see, and two, that everything you see will soon alter and cease to exist. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. It is coming back to the fundamentals of life being change. It is always flowing. Everything and everyone in life is in constant flux, and life and when we cling on to things to be a certain way or to pan out in a certain light, yeah, it's coming up, then after big silences we give allowance to suffering to come in, because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way things are, that allows us to suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of life. You've changed, that not everyone is going to be with us forever, not everything is going to go as you will it to go. We are following with change, we are flowing with it, we are not the one that wants to preserve our life for forever and ever and ever, and realize this mortality sense to oneself. That yes. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Then we'll keep editing for a little longer, probably not too much longer. The fundamentals of life being changed is always flowing. Everything and everyone outlooks. Being changed, it is always flowing. Everything and everyone in life is in constant flux. And when we cling on to things to be a certain way, or to pan out in a certain light, then it all runs. Allow yourself to be harmed. If your perception remains unharmed, if your being, it is coming back to the fundamentals of life being changed. It is always flowing. Everything and everyone in life is in constant flux, and life and when we cling on to things to be a certain way, or to pan out in a certain light, then we give allowance to suffering to come in, because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way things are, that allows us to suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of life, of change, that not everyone. We wake up tired in the morning, then we delve into it. For fuck's sake. And when we cling on to things to be a certain way, or to pan out in a certain light, there we are. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this glitch, and we're gonna probably finish up with the way, or to pan out in a certain light, then we give allowance to suffering to come in, because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way then we give allowance to suffering to come in, because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way things are, that allows us to suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of life, of change, that not everyone is going to be with us forever, not everything is going to go as you will it to go. We are following with change, we are flowing with it, we are a part of it, and everything we are and everything that happens outside us is all flowing towards change. Marcus is saying we are not bro, every fucking time, cunt. Fucking hate it. This whole file erupts, I'm pissed. Then we give allowance to suffering to come in, because it's the outcomes, the emphasis we place on the outcomes or the way things are, that allows us to suffer. It allows us to cause harm, because then we start rejecting the reality of. If I just go here, is all flowing. Because then we start rejecting the reality of life. This is just to cause harm as you will it to go. We are following with change, we are flowing with it, we are a part of it, and everything Holy fuck. What's going on now? It's hard, as you will it to go. We are following with change, we are flowing with it, we are a part of it, and everything we are and everything that happens outside us is all flowing towards change. Marcus is saying we are not to derive our well-being from... yeah. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm gonna do a malware check. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll be back probably tomorrow or something. Whenever. Tomorrow's a retard stream, I think. And it'll be a retard this afternoon as well. Take care of yourselves.